Jamboree time. The scrimmage, this year's preseason event at Aiken High School. First up, Midland Valley, Ridge Spring Minetta. Trojans' Dennis Wise hits the hole, bounces outside, goes 35 yards downfield for the touchdown. RSM goes up 7-0. Midland Valley's Rick Knight retired. Andrew Jenkins takes over. Lots of new starters at MV2, including running back Ethan Ennis. Touchdown Mustangs. This one finished a 7-7 tie. North Augusta Silver Bluff in the second quarter. Yellow Jackets land in Washington, hands off to DeAndre McInnes for the 10-yard touchdown up the middle. North Augusta goes up on the bluff. We don't have our top 5 plays until the games start next week, but this would certainly make the cut. Washington to DeJuan Bell, one-handed catch. North Augusta wins the scrimmage 14-0 over Silver Bluff. On to South Aiken, Williston Elko, Thoroughbreds. Cody Boynton thinking big on the game's first play, drops back, bombs it downfield for Brandon Carter. He hauls it in 70 yards for the touchdown. What a start. Williston's Tyshawn Allen scores for the Blue Devils, but South Aiken beats Williston 21-8. And finishing off the night, Aiken, Wagner Sally, beautiful night sky for the night's final scrimmage. Aiken's Brayton Sanders throws over the middle for the completion. It's bobbled and a toss-up for the ball. This game ends in a 0-0 tie. We've got a lot to talk about over the next half hour. You're watching the FFN Season Preview Show.
Football Friday night is powered by McDonald's. I'm loving it. Nissan, innovation that excites. Georgia Bank and Trust and Southern Bank and Trust, doing the right thing. Augusta Technical College, smart people, smart choices. Great deals on furniture. The deals are here, the deals are now. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day. Your CSRA Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, finds new roads. And Jostin's Georgia Campus Services, celebrating moments that matter since 1897. Now, the leader in local high school football coverage, WJBF Sports brings you Football Friday Night.
Hello and welcome to another season of Football Friday Night. The games officially begin next Friday for most teams, but we get things going a week early. Joining me for another season of FFN, Nathan Paul.
Well, it's great to be back and talking high school football again. And we've got a lot to talk about tonight, including a preview of the 6th season of Game Night Live, a look at some of the new coaches and new regions in the area, and much, much more. But we begin with one of the biggest storylines of the offseason and one of the most recent. Last month, 3 key starters at Aquinas High School decided to transfer to Grovetown High School, shaking up the local football landscape a bit and putting the Warriors in position to make their first ever postseason. Around it this season.
Win on three. 1, 2, 3. Win.
There's a lot of hype for a Warriors program that hasn't made the playoffs in the school's 7-year history.
Nobody else gets it.
Well, with this being our 8th year, and this will be our first year actually having an opportunity, I feel, to make the playoffs and make a state run.
Part of that comes from first-year head coach Damian Postel, who's been Grovetown's defensive coordinator the past 3 seasons and took over the reins after 7-year coach Rodney Holder stepped down.
Coach Postel, and he a great leader. He pushed you to be the best you can be. We ready to win. I feel like he a winning coach. He ready to win.
He's not the only one bringing the winning mentality, though. Grovetown's already strong senior class got that much better last month.
Star running back D'Angelo Durham is the 3rd member of the Fighting Irish to transfer to Grovetown.
Wide receiver Justin Gibbs, defensive back Lorenzo Holmes, and running back D'Angelo Durham all transferred from Aquinas to Grovetown this summer.
It's a good environment over here. At Aquinas, we always preach about family, and it's the same thing over here, so just a good brotherhood.
Picking those guys up, late in the summer, coming at the beginning of the season, it's just something you don't really think you'll get, and then when it happens, it's like, well, it's going to push other kids to get better. With the experience that they have playing on the playoff level and bringing that to our team, I think it's going to propel us to that next level.
And that next level is realistic this season, especially since powerhouse programs like Warner Robins and Houston County are gone, as Grovetown joins a new region in 6A this fall.
Our whole big thing is just why not now, why not us? And making the title run in the region and making a title run in the state playoffs, that's our biggest push and that's our biggest expectation for this year.
And Coach Postel added former San Francisco running back and Florida State running back Dexter Carter as a co-offensive coordinator. He actually was in Canton, Ohio last weekend for the Hall of Fame induction of 49ers owner Eddie DeBartolo, so that was pretty cool to add him to the coaching staff.
Nice, exciting time at Grovetown. Well, of course, the other side of that transfer equation is Aquinas, the team that lost those 3-star players just before the start of camp. Oh, yeah, and they also lost one of the best QBs in program history who graduated as well. Liam Welch was a 3-year starter who is playing at Samford University now. He led Aquinas to a state title in 2013. But, of course, it's not just Welch. The Irish also graduated 4 offensive linemen and lost those 3 playmakers, Gibbs, Holmes, and Durham. Head coach James Leonard has been focusing on replacing the leadership during fall camp.
Liam was our leader. He was our guy in the locker room for 3 years, and then you had guys like Will Evans, Corey Pogue, Ethan Crawford. You know, we lost a bunch of leaders. So right now is replacing that leadership role, you know, not only at the quarterback but in the locker room. But the good thing we have here at Aquinas is we have a system. You know, we don't rely on 1 or 2 kids. So it's just the next man up.
Most of the kids that left were one-way players, so we got a bunch of 2-way guys coming back. A lot of kids still need to step up there. I mean, it's going to be tough replacing them, but I think we can do it.
As for the 3 transfers, Leonard said you can't worry about that, otherwise you take away from coaching the guys you have now. Aquinas opens on the road against powerhouse Prince Avenue Christian next Friday night. We've got a lot more to come on our FFN preview show, including an in-depth look at the full season schedule for Game Night Live. It's our 6th year bringing you live high school football games every week.
Yeah, but first we have more scrimmage action from tonight. We'll take a look back at a really cool event that we had last night, our football Friday night parking lot party at Academy Sports and Outdoors, a sort of unofficial kickoff to the high school football season. That's next when FFN season preview show continues.
We're the Aquinas cheerleaders and you're watching Football Friday Night. We are the Aiken High cheerleaders and you're watching Football Friday Night. We're proud and happy cheerleaders and you're watching Football Friday Night. We're the Florida High cheerleaders and you're watching Football Friday Night. We're the Timberlake cheerleaders and you're watching Football Friday Night. We're the Augusta Proud cheerleaders and you're watching Football Friday Night. We are the North Augusta cheerleaders. Stay tuned for more Football Friday Night with Matt and Nathan on News Channel 6.
Supporting high school athletics, McDonald's, proud sponsor of Football Friday Night.